Coming up on this episode of Free Lunch.
This how we met Rick Ross.
Okay.
Oh, this is a good story.
It's one of the biggest risks we took. And it was his manager that was actually on the phone, but you hear Ross in the background. He's like, yo, I'm messing with them young boys. Bring them up here. But I don't even got to feed in that energy because I know what I'm capable of. So it's who am I? Like,
That
who
part.
are you to? I got to prove myself to you.
Business
And then as a friend, you got to respect that. Like, man, this is business.
I feel like we fall victim to that too much though. All black people, like in the whole world,
That's
like,
the culture.
like everybody focus on the hate more than they see that love comment. Like,
So why the
man.
name The Chasers?
The
What does
chaser,
the name mean?
the chaser Apparel. You chasing your dream. You out there chasing. Like, everybody chasing something.
Yeah,
My family pushed the whole school thing, but I found out early like the school wasn't my lane. So like I said, like, and then I done had family members locked up in and out of jail. So I done been saw right from wrong.
It's Free Lunch Season 3 with a special thanks to our sponsors, Bullseye-LLC.com, Ready, Aim, Bullseye, where safety is our ammo, Gen1LLC.info, Generation 1 Logistics, taking pride in putting our carriers first and helping owner-operators get premium loads, stay organized, and increase profit, and ScarletOakCandleCo.com, the self-care experts. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Freestyle Gospel, a.k.a. The Real Free, with another episode of Free Lunch. I got 3 amazing young black entrepreneurs right here, clothing industry moguls on the come up. They here, y'all. Pay attention, pay close attention. We want to hear what these young brothers got to say, how they building a brand that's busting through all of these different barriers of hate and dissension we got going on in our community. Somehow they doing it because they popped up on my timeline, y'all. But enough from me. I'm going to introduce y'all to these young fellas, or rather, I'm going to let them introduce themselves. These are the Chasers. Give it up for them, y'all. Yeah. Thank you for coming, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Pleasure
for
to be
having
here.
us, bro.
Yo, Reese over here, y'all. Reese looked like he one of the goons of the brand. Like Reese, like, yo, don't smile at me, man.
Nah, I'm chilling. I'm just waiting.
Yo.
Talk about.
But I'm gonna let each of y'all we're gonna just go around the room, just introduce, you know what I mean, your name to the good people. Reese, we'll start with you, Reese.
All right, first thing I want to say is thanks for having us on here. We appreciate it for real. Like, this love.
No
Like, you
doubt,
ain't have
no
to do this,
doubt.
but you hit us, so
Yes, sir.
appreciate you. Well, my name Reese. Shit.
Reese.
My real name Tyrese. But
Okay.
everybody call me Reese, you feel me? So all y'all call me Reese, don't call me Tyrese.
All right.
And I'm from Hartford, CT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for coming through. Who else we got?
We got Led.
Led in the building.
I'm also from Hartford,
All right.
doing this chaser thing. We appreciate you bringing us here.
Yo, I'm a not to interrupt you. I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all. For those who listening, I'm gonna tell you the people, the amount of guests that I done had coming to this place from Hartford has been crazy. No lie. Like, I don't know what's happening, but Hartford, they sound like they ain't about the games, yo. They're not playing out here.
Man, we ain't gonna play no games.
Dude, I done had a model from Hartford, authors from Hartford, financial company people from Hartford. Like, it don't matter. Rapper, producer from Hartford.
Man, big up to Hartford, man.
Yes.
There's a lot of talented people out there. Like,
Yes,
everybody
yes.
got their own talent. So it's just about people finding them and connecting with them. But it's a lot of talent out
Yo,
there.
shout out to my man, School, comedian from Hartford. But yo, so we got Reese, Led, and who last we got? Last not least,
Last but not least, I got Smooth, the
Smooth.
big chaser. Y'all know that.
Smooth, the big
And,
chaser.
you know, I'm from Hartford too. We all from the heartbeat, man.
Okay,
Tryna
all
make
right.
it look good out there, man.
Now, so in building the brand, like from the jump, like have you guys like long time like known each other, like grow up as friends, whole type of thing?
Yeah, these my brothers, man.
We all knew each other 10 years plus.
10
Oh
years plus,
wow!
like, yeah,
Oh, okay. So it's deep right here.
It's deep.
Ain't nothing dividing, weaving in between the chasers,
Nah,
right?
yeah, it's deep.
Oh, okay.
Can't
So
nothing break us apart.
so any of y'all out there trying to scheme on you, might as well hang it up. This not like a new collab that just was like, yo, let's start a brand and come together.
Nah, this
Got
Ain't
you.
no price, nothing could break this up. No, none of that.
That's
So
fire.
we locked in for sure.
I knew these goofy dudes all my life. me and him lived around each other when we was younger.
Mm-hmm.
I knew him since 6th grade. even before that though, we used to all be at the YMCA balling and stuff. Like we
Saturday
all just
hoop
been at
series.
recreation centers,
Okay.
and stuff like that.
All that.
Families went to school together. Like
Facts.
Miles went to high school.
Wow.
all
Are
that.
you fit? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
For real. It's
That's
deep. I'm telling
crazy.
you.
Cause
Like,
we all from Hartford. We all from the north.
Hartford
of
only but so big. So
Wow.
families know each other. All that.
So at what point, like, you know, going that far back, did you guys decide, you know what, let's start a brand. Let's
I mean, on the brand aspect, we started it like 2 years ago in 2020, June 5th, 2020. And yeah.
okay, so another one of these pandemic brands.
Yeah, it was a pandemic for sure. But as far as like the whole friendship and the relationship and
Yeah.
the brotherhood we got, that's been built.
Yes.
And
yes.
that's been like we went to middle school, high school together.
Yeah.
Me and him with the elementary. I played Boys and Girls Club. Like this is
Yeah.
we locked in. Like I don't know how else to say it. Like
So what was the, like, where did the motivation come to decide to like start the brand though?
well, the whole motivation came like one, it's a pandemic, ain't too much going on outside.
Definitely.
And then it's a bigger picture, like where we from. And I'm probably sure you can relate to this too. Like where we from, it ain't no real role models to look up to who doing the right thing,
Facts.
but also living that lifestyle that, you know, a young kid from the inner city will want to live. So
Yeah,
like we living in poverty, so it's only but so much. You got drug dealers, dudes
Facts.
out here killing one another, and that's all they really could look up to. So
Yeah.
we figure, all right, we from the same city, but we gonna do it the right way and
That's a fact.
show them what they really want to see. Like it's
Love it.
possible that you could do it another way. That's like a big motivation of what we stand on.
Changing what's cool.
Changing what's cool. It literally is
Like,
changing what's
like
cool.
that's one of the
I
biggest
love
things.
that.
Like like Smooth said, all of them look up to them dudes and they think that's the cool way.
Yeah,
You feel me?
yeah.
That's what they trying to do.
Or the only way.
Like,
Like,
oh,
Exactly,
the
that's
only
the
way,
only
yeah.
way.
Because that's all that's really promoted from where we
Exactly.
from. So
And now we showing them a different path. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can still
yeah.
be lit, cool, down,
Have the swag,
but
all
have the
that.
swag, all that.
You can still live that
and
life.
that's the thing that I've like growing up, you know, in New Haven and just even now, like I think it's bred in us in our just black culture as inner city kids, like coming up to like want to look good.
That's
You know what I
what
mean?
it's
Like, that's
about.
constantly
That's
in
our
your-
culture.
Exactly. So when you start to see the only people in your community who look good are
Right.
people that get their money the wrong way or doing,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But
that's
then you
what
come,
you just automatically adapt to.
exactly. If I want to look good, I
Right.
got to do this.
Exactly.
Versus, you know, I'm scrolling through doing my usual social media thing. I come across Chase's page. I'm like, yo, this drip crazy right here. This is
Love.
okay. Let me investigate this. So it's like you get to still maintain all of that, litty, you know, whatever,
that
all
whole
that look,
lifestyle.
but I can still be authentic. I can
Right.
still be healthy. I
Exactly.
can still be positive. I can still be all of that other stuff, and that's really dope, man.
And it's like genuine and natural. Like this is
Yeah.
our lifestyle. Like this is like
Yeah, we not
ain't
like
no
faking out
yeah,
here.
we
like
not
it-
faking. And we
Yeah.
really showing them like it's possible. Like
Exactly.
who done we done been around rappers, everything.
Yeah, yeah.
The girls is gonna come.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Young boys don't get distracted by the girls. Bro. They always gonna be there. Don't get distracted. Stay on your feet. And
That's one of the biggest things Smooth just said though. It's like we not just pushing that narrative to push our brand. Like this is really how we feel and what we believe. Like we just doing it in this way. You know,
Nah, I respect
We
that.
just want to better ourselves and better our livelihood. So like coming up with this, we just like how we gonna get some money? Like what we gonna do? I got a funny story. It's COVID. It's me and Smooth. We at my boy spot in UConn.
man.
Is this before?
Mind you,
Is this
this-
before the brand popped off?
This like
Before
this
the
before
brand
we
popped
even
up.
start. This is like kind of like got to how we like started it up. So we come back from Miami. So you know Miami, you doing a lot of tricking, you doing a lot of spinning, a lot of
He's
everything.
speaking for his disclaimer. He's speaking for himself. He's speaking for himself.
So you feel me? A lot of money done got spent. We
Okay.
come back, we get back. So now we gotta eat. And now it's COVID, so you can't really go nowhere.
Work
So
over.
it's like it's really
Can't really
only
do too
like
much.
it's not a lot you could do to try to get some money. Like it ain't nothing. There's nothing going on. It's feel me. Everybody in the house. So I remember the way we eat like. We barely eating, like we getting a few meals throughout the day. We like, nah, like it's none of that no more. Like what we about to do? Like what's next, man?
Yeah.
Like how we about to do this? And we always thought like we some fly young boys.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
we
yeah,
always knew, we always felt like we could put it together. So we
Yeah.
like, I think we could do that.
So was it something where it was because you said, you know, coming from, you know, where we come from, there's not a lot of people that's doing it out there for you to kind of like follow a blueprint or like role model for it. But somehow the three of you got on that wave from somewhere. Like who were the people then in your lives or presently in your lives that you got this kind of sort of newfound inspiration that's against the grain of what's around you for the most part?
I ain't gonna lie, that motivation really came upon us. Like it was no set example of like to do the like right thing because like where we from, like family wise, I ain't gonna lie, like my brother was like a big role model upon us, but like he was on like a school where so like my family pushed the whole school thing, but I found out early like the school wasn't my lane, so like I said, like, and then I done had family members locked up in and out of jail, so I done been saw right from wrong, and I know I'm not the type to follow the crowd. I'm gonna lead the crowd. That whole, like I said, that whole motivation for me, that's really like how I feel, and like really want to show the youth that it's a better way. And then I figure like, say you have somebody older to come talk to the youth. Youth ain't really gonna listen to like, oh, you an old head. I'm not really trying to listen to you. Yeah, exactly. So we is around the same age as these young dudes that's coming up. So like I said, we just really trying to lead that, set by that, example.
It's way easier for them to connect with us.
Exactly. Than somebody that's been out the game 10, 20 years.
Because realistically, these young dudes, they not really respecting or listening to what the older dudes got to say. They listen to that, they like, all right. But with us, it's like, yo, these dudes like a couple years, like, you feel me? We can really do what they doing. Like,
they done went to school with us. They done all type of stuff.
So are all of you guys all went to the same high school?
Yeah, we all went to the same high school.
And none of you decided to like pursue college or?
I'm in college right now.
You're in recent college.
Yeah. Oh, what college you at?
I go to Eastern.
Okay, all right.
I'm in my last year.
Yeah, shout out to
Let's go.
Facts.
Big up to this dude, man.
And also, you're a big student athlete, too. Don't forget that.
I play ball, too.
That's what's up, man.
Shout out to Reese for sure.
So this is your last year?
Yeah, it's my last year.
What are you majoring in?
Business administration, concentration marketing.
He said, what do you think, bro? Chases is out here, man. Okay, I love that. And what about you, Led?
No, I ain't going to college.
You didn't pursue any college?
Nah, after high school, I did a couple like certifications, like for construction, like asbestos, license, stuff like that. But
yo, direct line to the bag. Well, I gotta do 4 years. I can just get this piece of paper and get that money still. I feel you. So it's more than one way, obviously, you know what I mean, to get money, you know what I mean? And we love that, it's from a positive perspective that you guys decided to do it.
Right.
Being
hold on, but I want to put like something out there. This we not in this for just the money. Like that's probably the least of it. Like our message behind it. That's what we really in this for.
So why the name The Chasers?
The Chasers,
what does the name mean?
The Chasers, the Chase Apparel. You chasing your dream. You out there chasing. Like, everybody chasing something. Whether to be a better person, change your ways, something. You're the Chasers. Yeah, it's like self-explanatory. Everybody, you gotta go get it every day. Put that real grind in.
Chasing your dreams, Chasers.
So it's pretty like self-explanatory. The Chasers, you can put it any way you want, but the Chasers Apparel, man, we're gonna chase what we want.
I love it. So with the being young, being from the neighborhood that you guys are from, starting a new business, was this the first business that either of you have ever started before?
Nah, I actually started a do-rag business in 2018.
It
was called Smooth Rags. If you know, you know. I had Smooth Rags.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Somebody listening got they rags.
They know for sure.
That was going crazy.
I don't know why I stopped. Actually, I do know why I stopped, because I started to go towards this lane of clothes and really like start the whole clothing line. Okay. But I had a do-rag business called The Chasers. Called Smooth Rags. Started out in 2018. I was fresh out of school. I went to school for like, I don't know if I made it for a month.
So was your joints in the store right next to the Bow Wow do-rag?
I was gonna lie. This one it was a trend. This is when smooth do-rags.
You had the velour joints?
I had the velour joints, the ones with the designs,
all the printed ones.
I had a photo shoot that went viral. Like I was really doing it. Like I was, Bow Wow, man. Shout out to Bow Wow.
Yo, that's big
smooth, man. This big smooth. But hold on, so like it was like a real big thing. I done had these ones on the joke.
So that's fire though. You had the velour joints, yo.
I had the bonnets. I had the headbands, like
everything.
Yo, it's crazy when he was doing that. I remember like he said, he had a little bit of business background because he had the Smooth Rag. Like I remember we'd be around and go to his events with him. Deliveries. We'd be there seeing the, just seeing behind the scenes of how the business go. Like, cause at the end of the day, we wasn't doing the business with him, but that's still our boy. So it's like,
they was there every step of the way.
So we hearing it, we seeing the pop-up shops. Yeah. So it's kind of like he was also trying to help us get that business savvy kind of mindset too. Because we ain't really had that background from the business.
Okay.
Bro, been
Sure,
doing
for
this,
sure.
man.
Yeah,
like
2018.
he
I ain't gonna lie,
been
I've
doing
been
this,
like
like,
an
this ain't
entrepreneur. I used to
new.
throw parties back
Yeah,
in the day.
yeah, like,
Like
this
me and my
ain't
cousins
new.
to put some money together. We throwing parties.
Ben had that
Called
mindset.
Yeah, like
Ben
I'm just a natural born entrepreneur.
Yeah, so Smooth is like, yo, I've been on this wave. Let me double back though.
Yeah,
grab a couple of my mans
boys,
with me.
yeah.
Let's get
And
this.
do
Let's
it.
chase. Let's get these.
And they
chases.
know, like, even to this day, like, any little slip, I'm like real tight on them. Because
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
it's like a bigger picture and there's so much potential that we got.
Facts.
And then any little room that we not working, there's somebody else out there that's working. So we always got to be on our
Exactly.
pivot, working and working and working.
Exactly. There's always somebody out there
There's always somebody.
that's gonna be ready to take the spot. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? Like,
And
it's a billion. It's a billion clothing lines. Like,
Exactly, it's a
somebody
billion
always
clothing
thinking of, I
Right.
want to start a clothing line.
Exactly.
What's gonna
a
separate
clothing
you?
line probably just started right now.
Exactly.
And like you said, what's about to separate you from them?
Exactly. Everybody could just come up with something that look dope.
Yeah,
It's like,
and speaking like from being where we from, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. A message we wanted to like to motivate people to like start their own business, and that's what we got. Like a lot of clothing lines done popped off since we started.
real.
Yeah.
it was only a couple of
lot.
like a handful, maybe like 2-3 clothing lines before we started.
yeah.
Now it's a whole bunch where we from. And shout out to everybody doing their thing. It's
Shout out
all
to them,
love.
man. It is love.
That's a fact.
Because most of those people out there, like they reached out. We reached to them. Like we done had conversations, like little motivational words, or giving them a little game, or them telling us keep going. Like they giving us inspiration too to keep going. So it's like it worked hand in hand. Like they say it's a lot of hate in the city, but it's also a lot of love too.
And that's the narrative that we gotta bring to the forefront, because I think I've heard other guests on the show say like that's something that you just hear on social media or in the mainstream that we just ain't no building, is all like hate, but really when you
It's all
actually
about perspective.
depending on who you surround yourself around and what circles you stay in, you realize actually there's a lot of support and like certain key places, but you got to be looking for it, and you got to be. I'm a firm believer in like you draw to you what you put out.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
If you
I
always
ain't gonna
looking for
lie.
hate, that's what you gonna see. That's what you're gonna be in tune
You
with.
become like a magnet to that. joint.
That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie. Led, like he was real heavy on me. Reese too. Like I respond to like a lot of hate. Like I'm giving everybody the reaction that they wanted. They say, yo, you gotta really focus on like the love that we getting rather than the hate. Everybody don't gotta get
We all
addressed.
do it,
They
though.
know what we doing, and they
and people gonna hate regardless.
They gonna hate regardless. That's what come with it. But you gotta, like you said, you gotta put yourself in that crowd where there's no hate. Like, man, focus on them. Focus on the people who's showing the love, man. Don't worry about the people gonna talk. They're gonna talk whether you're doing right or wrong.
That's
and
what
just
I
let
feel
them
like.
talk. So I really like salute to my brothers for like breaking me out that whole mindset. Like, yo, stop responding to the hate, man. Haters gonna be haters.
Yeah.
I feel like we fall victim to that too much though. All black people, like in the whole world,
That's
like,
the culture.
like everybody focus on the hate more than they see that love comment. Like they'll see one bad comment out of 100 good comments. They'll point that one out.
Exactly. Mad
So it's like,
energy.
Make
but
a whole
you
video
know what I
to it,
also
all
think
that.
though? I think that's low key the motivation though. Like that hate that you get, that's why people focus on it more, because you use that to try to get better at something. Like, oh, y'all don't think I could do this? Y'all don't think I could do that? All right, watch this now.
Yeah, you gotta prove
and then
a
turn
point.
that around.
But also you could use that love for the fuel. Because when you
that's
get that
a fact.
love from the people, it's like, yo, they empowering me. Like I want to keep going. Like I got so
Exactly.
much people behind me.
You see who paying attention to you. Like, yo,
That's like
I'm
how it
really
is with the
doing something.
chasers. Like we got so much people behind us right now who want to see us do good. Like, we got to keep going.
Reese said something that was crazy. I'm gonna double back to it. People will focus on that one comment because they're using that hate as motivation, and I think that's so true because it's a raw or gross motor skill. Like it's a gross reaction. It's natural, like anger.
That's a fact.
Like, right? So if you can, I think only lazy or weak-minded people use that as the motivation because it's so easily accessible as fuel.
Right.
Anger.
Yeah, that's a
Anger
fact.
is so easily to access. But to access motivation from a place of like mental focus or
It's way harder.
that's way harder. To
That's where discipline come into play.
Exactly.
And
So it's
discipline
like
is
people who
very
just
hard.
lazy or weak-minded, you know what? I'd rather go just take that hate and stuff it in my back.
Yeah.
But then you don't realize that not only is that self-destructive in the long run, but it's short term.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like
That's like using 87 guys versus 93.
yeah, or it's like having your vehicle move like from a hand crank, wind up to it versus putting actual real fuel in it and having it go.
And that's why I said I really appreciate them because I ain't gonna lie, I really fell victim to that. I really fell in that hole.
I mean, even to this day, like I think Liz said, like we all do, like we all fall and lose focus for a quick second.
Yeah.
And I think for me, even I was telling my wife a couple days ago, like we had a TikTok. I started to tell y'all off the air when we was outside, like a week ago. Went viral and it's like over 1 million views right now.
That's what's
but
up.
A lot, like again, even like how I'm thinking about it, I'm like saying a lot, but it was like a handful maybe of comments that was negative.
Yeah.
But after a while I thought about it, I'm like, yo, but like 16,000 positive responses are here. And I'm like focusing on these 4, 5.
Don't let that handful
and so I was like, yo, that's crazy how we could really like slip up and get distracted like that.
For real.
It's easy.
It's easy.
Nah, it is.
Just like you said, it's a natural emotion.
Yeah.
It's like you see that and it's like, yo, like the emotion come to you so easy. It's like, yo, I gotta reply.
But I told my wife, like when I was struggling with it, I was saying for me, it wasn't so much that I just couldn't realize the positive people out there supporting. For me, I had to like figure out at some point, I had to stop caring what other people think about me. And growing up, that was so important for me. Like, especially like my parents were big on like telling me stuff like, you got to carry yourself this way because you don't want to give wrong impression, right? So I grew up with the mindset that people's impression of me are super important.
Right.
Exactly.
And not realizing, no, I should want it when I was growing up. I should have wanted to just do the right thing for me.
Facts.
Or because it's the right thing.
Facts.
Not because I care how I'm gonna look. Even though that's a positive thing, but like when you grow up with that thought,
you're gonna be stuck
it
on
causes
that.
you to be distracted by when somebody got a negative thing to say. So now you feel like I gotta put all this energy in correcting the comments. So let me set the record straight.
That's my thing right there. I'm like, oh, y'all don't think I can do this? I bet I'm about to show you.
Yeah.
But I don't got to feed in that energy because I know what I'm capable of. So it's who am I? Like, who are you to? I gotta prove myself to you.
That part.
But I didn't grew from that, and I'm still growing on that.
So even with the three of you being, close knit, going way back as you have, it's been now, roughly 2 years since the brand has started. Yep. With any business that starts, let's say if it was just like one person that starts a business, that individual owner, has to, cross certain hurdles or difficulties in starting a business, whether it's raising money, whatever it is. The hurdles even exponentially grow when you add more than one person.
For sure.
Because there's different personalities, there's different, ideas. How do you guys manage that? Like, should I believe, or the listeners listening, should they think because you guys is way back friends, is it all just smooth sailing as three business owners?
Excuse my language, that ain't smooth sailing. It get real. We just had a good conversation the other day. Like, it get real though.
I like your choice of
But we brothers though, so it's like we don't let it.
What Liz say?
We had a good conversation.
We don't let it get too far though.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, it's never nothing personal. And then because ultimately we want the best for one another and for the brand as a whole. Okay. So everybody know like the whole how we really feel about it and why we talking how we talking. Okay. But I ain't gonna lie, it get real.
Look. The way you think about it, think about it. It's just a little b-ball trash talk. Like
that's true.
But it's definitely not easy though. It's definitely not easy. So if you are like trying to start a business with like a group of people, make sure one of them group of people solid, they loyal to the soil, and then they got that work ethic that you got. If they don't got them 3 key points right there, it's gonna be a real rocky road.
And you cannot let little things break you.
Can't let little things.
If that was the case, the Chaser would not be right here doing this with you.
That's a fact.
Yo, just know I called it. That line right there from Smooth is a viral line right there. That's a viral 5 seconds right there.
It's real rap.
That's real. That's real. You gotta have those. If you was to give the people kind of a blueprint and say, yo, if you know somebody you close with, y'all boys or your girls or whatever. If you thinking about starting a brand together, give me 3 things, Smooth, that are characteristics they should have.
Listen, they gotta be
when you gonna pick them.
Loyal to the soil. They gotta have that same work ethic as you.
2.
What's the third one I said?
I think you said.
I forgot because it's real.
You can come on with one. Look, loyal,
same work ethic.
Work ethic.
And I don't know.
I forgot.
It's in a
bro.
clip somewhere. Y'all gonna see it.
Damn, you just said it too.
Yo,
No, we gotta run
you know
that back though, cause that's a viral clip.
But it's important to know that for
To know them-
yourself
yeah.
first off the rip,
Mm-hmm.
rather than start the brand
Right.
and then find out. All
Let
right,
it
hold
go
on, wait a
road,
minute.
yeah.
I gotta make sure because now you can't change something that's just naturally somebody.
You can't change
somebody
that.
who you ain't find out that they ain't loyal till
Yeah.
6 months in the business. You
Right.
can't now make them loyal.
Exactly.
That's a
Like,
fact.
so you got to figure this out at
Nah,
the jump
right now.
right now.
Yeah.
At the start of that idea, whatever it is you have.
And that's why I'm actually thankful and like honored for the relationship that us three got.
That's a fact.
So, cause it ain't too many like it's friendships out there. I can't speak for everybody friendship, but
Yeah.
amongst the us three, like it's like we so locked in, like it's
Yeah.
beyond measures,
Right.
like. And to start a business together.
Oh,
You gotta
anytime
be
there's
locked
money
in.
involved, people
yeah,
gotta put
exactly.
their money in.
When the dollar signs come, people get it changing and everything. And we haven't bumped
Yeah.
into that road yet, and we won't bump into that road.
Exactly.
So how is it when it comes to who's in charge of what?
That's
right?
what I was just gonna-
Because the three of you, I imagine, have different.
Roads and
Like, no, I'm talking about just different for personally everyday lives.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like
Oh,
you're-
yeah.
Because you got Reese is in school. Okay, you know, I don't know what else is. What do you have like a day job?
yeah,
Smooth?
I work a 9 to 5.
So you work a 9 to 5,
Yeah, I ain't too
and
good
you're
for a 9
running
to
the
5.
Chasers.
And I run the Chasers.
Okay, and then Lynn,
I work too.
you working a 9 to 5.
As a matter of
regular
fact,
job?
all of us work.
We all
Yeah, we
work.
all work.
Exactly.
He in school, he work.
So
play ball.
everybody has different what you would call free time for
Right.
the business.
Exactly.
So how do you guys navigate that? How do you guys like sort out? Okay, what is Reese able to do in his free time? What's Smooth able to do? What's Lit? Like, how do y'all split that up?
So it's funny you bring that up because that is also something that we are still working on currently.
Facts.
Because in the beginning, we didn't have that type of business structure where some people take care of this, some people take care of that. We are now building that, and it's like we all have regular lives, so it's like
So
you have
who's
to.
responsible for answering the emails?
It depends though.
We all
like,
see the email, so
everybody
whoever
do
gonna
it.
get to
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
But I
Somebody got in charge of the email.
I answer your email.
all right,
Yeah, I answer your email.
But yeah, we all, we try to set it. Now we're trying to set up where it's like, yo, you gonna take care of this. Like, these are your strengths, you take care of this. These are your strengths, take care of this. And if, like, once we get that going, like, to how, to the best of the ability.
Because then you got somebody got to be responding to social media posts.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
gonna get
Or
unstoppable.
commenting, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
y'all can be texting each other, hey, y'all gonna answer that comment? Or do it?
Nah, it don't go like that.
Sometimes
It usually,
like, yo, y'all see that
it
DM?
usually,
Oh, you're like, hey, yo, do we have an Excel? Hold on, we got that in Excel.
I usually go. Somebody will take care of it. Like if somebody see it first, they'll take care of it like that. Like,
That's how
all right,
that
you see that, I go do that.
Okay.
But we setting up more structure right now. Like,
building like a real business
yeah,
structure.
like I'm more good with like finances stuff. Like I handle the taxes. I handle like the budgeting.
Well, look,
like making a
you
spreadsheet because I'm in
getting
school.
voted as the finance guy. You the one getting a degree in business.
Yeah,
Look,
exactly.
So like I know how to do
You voted
spreadsheets
up.
and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. I'm good with stuff like that, and I'm good at marketing too. Like I know some ways to like get people engaged and watching and clicking and viewing and stuff. So
That's
it's
what's
like
up.
it's a little bit of everything. Like
That's a
you know what I'm
fact.
saying?
That's a fact. I love that you guys actually recognize where your weaknesses are.
Right.
Because if you don't recognize it and accept, okay, this is where we actually need room for growth, then you don't grow.
Can't be in
If you,
denial.
if you just
in
keep
business.
lying to yourself, like, nah, we out here doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you realize 2 years in, like,
not.
no, we not doing
Yeah,
it.
facts.
We suffering
We
actually.
don't fall victim to that. We always talking about
Yeah,
Gotta have
what
that
we gotta do
humility.
better.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, we know we like I said, I'm always tightening up. They tighten me up. Everybody, like we just collective effort. Like Lil not too strong on social media presence, but like
But I like operations.
He like
and stuff.
operating stuff. Like
So when it's come time to fulfill that shit or order or
let
something,
on it. That delivery that need to get made,
Yeah,
let on
yeah.
it. Like me, I'm like low key like a jack of all trades, so I like oversee everything. And I just fill in where I need to fill in, and I just, like I said, I stay on top of everything.
love it.
Yeah.
Love it, man. That's what
what I'm saying.
King talk right here, man.
Nah, but that's for real though. And then like as we keep going, everything's just gonna keep getting tighter and tighter, and we gonna keep working on. Because even right now with the structure, it's like that don't mean everything going as smooth as we like. So you gotta keep tuning it and just keep getting better at
Fine-tune
it.
Keep fine-tuning
that's something they don't teach you in school though. They don't
Exactly.
teach you about it. I'm in school right now. They not teaching you about business structure and this, that, and the third. Like some stuff I learned from hands-on experience, and now I'm taking it to school and using it for that.
And they're not teaching like
You get what I'm
just
saying?
even like personality dynamics. Like
teaching that, right.
you know what I mean? I could teach you black and white and
Yeah,
numbers,
exactly.
but teach me how to like
really
build
do
with
that.
another personality.
Exactly.
Or, like,
Exactly.
That's
They're not
gonna be
teaching
real
that, but
world
look, though, check this out. Chase's
Experience is the
University
best
coming
teacher.
soon.
Chase's
University coming soon.
You heard him. He
Hold
said
on. Say that again real quick,
Chase's
man.
Chase's
University.
University coming soon.
Okay. Look, he said he admin. You know what I
Look,
mean? I'm like, look.
Yeah.
If you serious, then you gonna tune in when that link drop to the Chase University.
You
So
serious
what-
about your future?
So when it comes to like fulfillment, like, you know, for orders and stuff like that, like where people can actually access the brand of like products that you guys sell,
Yeah.
is it just social media? Is it an online website? Is it both?
Yeah, we solely online. We got a whole website, thechasersapparel.com.
Okay, website.
Yeah, website. But like, yeah, like, I mean, we starting to like fade away from like trunk to trunk. But that's all a part of the hustle, how the brand
Yeah,
started.
definitely.
But like, yeah, we starting to fade it because we want to grow and build the brand. Like,
Look, the way I see
worldwide.
it, at
Like-
the point where y'all become, let's say, Old Navy status.
Yeah.
Look, if it's an old Navy 4-door parked outside, ain't nothing wrong with still selling you a shirt out the hood.
yeah,
out the
listen,
truck.
listen. There's nothing wrong with that. We gonna get
Yeah.
a
We
Chase's
gonna get the
truck
money.
soon.
Whoever got
It's
Yeah,
still, the
that's
merch
a
still
fact.
gonna be available out the trunk no matter how big we get.
Exactly.
Because that's really our story. That's where we come from. We
Like we was doing that state to state.
State
Like that
Yeah.
football story.
Like-
Exactly.
Swear.
We in Times Square, in the middle of Times Square.
Setting up a
cold
table.
as ever. We
Getting
got
kicked out.
getting
We
kicked
got
out.
can't
Can't
of
we
sell
got
clothes
own
here.
locations.
Y'all gotta move.
Yeah, exactly. So
Make
we
it
just
happen. We
move-
walk somewhere else.
walk somewhere
Put it
else.
down on the little
The
desk.
table broke.
Little
Top table broke everything.
Wind blowing. It's
Wind
anybody
blowing.
could grab it and take it.
Are you
We just
serious?
I
hustling.
swear to God.
We did it in Miami.
Made a big
Everywhere.
connection that day though.
Anywhere. Oh
Made a
yeah,
big
that's a
connection
fact.
that
Big
day though.
connection for sure.
Well,
Big
so
connection
talk a little
out
bit
there.
about that, like, because there's people that have like a brand that they're starting and they let those like things that they get
Yeah.
nervous about
Yeah,
trip them up
You gotta just
because it's like everything that could go wrong is what's in their mind, rather than like what could go right for us if we try this.
Yeah, that's like you said. That you just used a big
Perspective.
word. You gotta just try it.
So
It's
what?
all
So what
about
was that like? Talk
taking
about
the risk.
that.
We just yo, we about to go hit the city.
Like,
Nah,
the
we
city
gotta
making
take
some
it back
shit.
for them all the way back to the commuter lot. The first like
Oh
when we
my
first
God!
dropped,
like, our first
our
drop.
first ever drop, June 5th. We in the commuter lot from around where we stay. We in the commuter lot out the trunk. Yo,
out
pull
the
up on
trunk.
here.
We had two
right
cars. We
here.
just
Yeah.
out the trunk.
Out the trunk.
Just
And
get
it's
your
a hot
hand.
summer day out the
For
trunk.
real, all day though.
People pulling
My
up.
car ain't
Morning,
have no AC.
morning and night.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Morning to night.
morning to night.
Cooling.
It's really a
Waiting.
grind. It's a
Hustling.
grind. And then we started
Wow.
traveling. Yo, people hitting us. Yo, I'm right here. I'm pulling up. You need this? I'm pulling up. Then we did a
Yeah.
pop up shop. We built it to a pop up shop in the brand. I mean, in the mall. Shout out to Black Made the Brand, my boy Q.
Yeah, shout out to
Facts.
He
Shout
got a
out to
whole
Black Man.
movement
He a
going
real
on
Getting us in there.
He a real
of
one.
black businesses, and he
Yeah,
got
yeah.
a pop up shop in the mall. It's like every first Saturday and third Saturday each month.
Yeah, the Connecticut Post.
Yeah.
Nah,
no, it's not the
Buckland
post.
Mall
It's
at
at
Manchester.
Buckland Hills
Oh,
Mall.
it's
Yeah.
another spot over there in Connecticut Post that's
Yeah.
trying to do that too.
That's
I
what's
think.
up though. Yeah, but
Yeah,
shout
you
out to
gotta tap
Q.
into it.
Yeah, he like a whole bunch of black businesses from like literally anywhere. Whoever tap in with him in the mall,
Facts.
and we just did pop up
That's
shops,
what's
pop
up,
up shops
man.
out the trunk. It's really a grind. Then, like I said, we trying to build that online presence up now. And it's,
Yeah.
like we there, but like you feel me, it's always room for growth.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, we just got an order from Australia the other day, so
That's
big.
big right there. That's
crazy.
big right there.
Y'all got framed that. Like, that's what kind of stuff. Like real talk. Like, you know, for myself, those moments are, like I took when I was you know, on the spoken word tour, I had went to France, and nobody told me at one of the venues that no one spoke English.
Oh, word.
And I'm like, okay, like that's gonna be interesting because the way I do what I do, like I it's almost like a blend of like hip hop and spoken word. So I'm spitting like fast. So ain't no interpreter gonna be able to keep up with me.
Right.
So I'm mad nervous. I'm like, this entire room about to not know a goddamn thing I'm saying. But again, daring to just instead of focusing on what could go wrong,
Right, go-
just like, yo, I'm just
It could go right.
leave my heart on the mic, yo, just see
That's all you
whatever
can do.
happens.
That's all you can do.
That's real
And when I
groundwork.
left off the stage, I went back to my merch table. I even had somebody real quick with a pen rewrite my merch table price list and put it in French because it's in English. They don't know what my prices
right,
say.
right.
So I go back to the merch table real quick, and I had like this blank notebook that I took with me to, you know, for people to, you know, write me a message or, you know, sign their name so I could remember them.
Right.
And I had this, I'll never forget, this dude, older looking dude, like maybe his mid 40s or something, walks up to my table and in the most choppy English ever, stuck his hand out and was like, I just like stumbling over his words, like, like said, like, you were awesome. And I was like, yo, that's crazy.
That's
yo.
fire.
Crazy.
Like, sign my book. I let them,
barely
and I was
know
like, sign it
English.
and write it in your own language. Like, so I got in my book that I still carry with me, yo, I got like pages of like whole different language of people just showing me love, man. Like,
That's fire.
So it's
That's
like
a big milestone, man.
you never know what could go right.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then what could go right is such a long list
Yeah.
of the things that could go wrong. Like
Right.
like how you said at New York.
Yeah.
Like the biggest thing that could have went wrong is did somebody tell you how to pack up and leave?
Yeah, exactly.
But what's the list of things that could go right?
A whole lot.
We can make mad money. We can make a super dope connection.
And
Hell,
we
some
did
celebrity.
all that.
We made
You know
a
what I mean?
crazy
P
connection.
Diddy mess around, walk up on us and ask for a
Yeah.
shirt. Like
You
anything
never
can
know.
happen.
Kinda
You
like
really
that.
never know. Yeah, something went
Literally.
like that.
That's
we made a
crazy.
big connection out there.
That's crazy.
We always taking risks though. Like
Yeah.
that's basically what our motto is. Like that's our motto. The chasers. What
The
you like?
chasers.
The chase. We
Take
really
that risk.
chasing it.
Yeah.
Take that risk.
Everything that y'all done saw, for the people who do know about us, it was all a risk.
All the risk.
From meeting the celebrity,
Yeah.
Man, from starting this business.
starting this business is a risk. We ain't know what this money are. We put our own personal money that,
Yeah.
mind you, we fresh out of pandemic. So the bag ain't too crazy big.
Exactly.
I mean,
we getting paid every
fresh off-
weekend.
yeah.
fresh off the yen.
fresh out the year.
And we ready to tell y'all what's going on.
Fresh off the yen.
We like 18 years old, so you feel me? We ain't rich. We don't come from a wealth, like so. But like I said, we just took the risk, man.
Yo,
That's
I'm
facts.
crying.
We here 2 years later and counting, man.
Well,
We ready to tell y'all how it went in the years,
Oh, got
man.
a trigger, so his bag got slim quick. I'm
So
like,
y'all know how
man,
the bag was when we out
Hey,
there.
our hoodie say social media kill reality. That's real facts, man.
fat man. We thought we
Real
was
fact.
doing it out there, boy.
Young
Yo.
boys.
Young boys, like 18.
Young boys, man.
Mind you, 18. We fresh out of high school, man. We
young
done see
boys.
Miami on YouTube, everything on the
That's
Instagram
crazy.
from the rappers. We like,
Want to
we
live
gotta
that
get
lifestyle, man. I was like, okay.
so what has been like for you guys, like when you like reflect over the last 2 years, what would you say has been probably one of the biggest things that you took a risk on? Like,
biggest thing we took a risk on.
brand.
like no, I'm saying just like in
Yeah.
while working the brand, like what has been either like an event, a thing you guys set out to go do, whether it was a money thing, a decision, like what was like the biggest risk you think?
But I mean,
to date?
it's kind of a lot of those because like
We got a lot of risks, man.
like even just when we trying to get gear to
Celebrities.
stars,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
you take a risk because you going out there, you might gotta work the next day, you might gotta call out multiple times. You
Yeah.
feel me? It's like
sacrificing your job, everything.
yeah.
Everybody pick one story right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
People
there's
want to
so
know.
many, but
Y'all
like,
pick y'all
just
best
give me
we
one.
gonna tell them what they really want to know
Just
because they
give me
really
one.
want to know how we get nice to these celebrities. Like,
Yeah,
that's
talk
a major
talk
risk.
that
Like,
talk.
Maybe that's what another brand
Yeah.
wants to know. But the average listener, we just want to be inspired by the
all
story.
right, so I'm gonna let them start.
Yeah.
I say the biggest risk we took. Oh man, so
Oh, I don't know what he gonna say.
guys, I'm gonna let y'all do the other. You feel me?
Alright.
So I say one of our biggest risks, like this, something we keep this in house. We don't really like to talk about this because this like family business. So it was a point in time where we had made so much money, right? This what you don't do this if you're a business owner.
Already
We made a profit. We started profiting, making a lot of money off our brand, off our clothes, and we so young and new to the game. Like we just started spending it, like just on like recklessly. Not like we was making investments towards the business, but we also was spending it towards stuff we ain't had no business doing. So it ended up putting us in a little hole, slowing up our drops, how often we drop. So it was hard to get new merch. So now risk we took, we trying to figure out how we gonna afford the next drop because we literally had no money for the next drop. And I'm being honest with everybody. We ain't have no money for our next drop. I say that's the biggest risk, having the money and then spending it all and not having more to keep your brand alive. Like we could have fell below the radar. Nobody
you
knew
risking
us.
your brand.
We took a big risk right there. Like we made the money, we was doing good. We ended up spending it trying to have fun, trying to do other stuff we ain't had no business doing, being young boys, not knowing, not maturing,
Young boys seeing
and not
fast
growing.
money
You
coming.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I say that's one of the biggest risks. We had no money for one of our drops, and we had to find a way. I wouldn't say that's not a risk, like finding a way to get the money, but the risk just was spending that money and
that
not
money,
investing
risking your
it.
whole
That was the
brand.
risk. Never spend the money you make from your business. Like only invest it back. That's what you should be doing. Just invest
keep
it
getting
back
bigger.
Keep
and
getting
let it grow.
All right, Liv, what's your story?
I think one of the biggest risks is like just when we trying to get that gear to them stars, you never know how it's gonna go. And keep in mind, we spend money on trying to do this. So whether it's travel, whether it's entry, whether it's a day you might gotta go to your job the next day and you might have caught out last week for the same situation, but you like, you know, it's a risk. Like you might gotta, you never know. What if you call up for that day and your boss be like, yo, yeah, as a matter of fact, we're gonna let you go because you know, so it's a lot of different risks, but it's like you said, when you look at the list of the good that could happen, it's like, damn, I might just gotta do it. Like,
always it.
That's
Ice Moon.
The biggest risk that the Chasers then took.
Talk that
2020
talk,
to 2022.
Heavy.
I want to hear a story, man. Like,
man, let's have a
Bob,
story.
I got a story for you. This might take like 5 minutes of your time. Let me drink some water. Shout out to Fusion Teas.
Yeah, I think I know what story you about to say.
This how we met Rick Ross.
okay.
Oh, this is a good story.
It's one of the biggest risks we took, and this is like elaborating off of a list that getting the merch to the celebrity. It's all the risk.
Yep.
So, my I've been knew about the show.
Okay.
On Instagram. I saw a promoted flyer by my aunt. Shout out Aunt Ray. He sent it to me. He was like, "Yo, Ross coming to Foxwoods. Try to get your merch to him." What I said like I forgot what I said, but he was like, "Man, hustlers make a way no matter what." Oh, I wasn't. None of us were 21 at the time. To get in the shrine, you got to be 21. I was like, I'm not even 21, so I ain't gonna be able to get in there.
Oh wow.
He said, "Hustlers find a way." I said, "Say
Dang,
no more."
this sound like a big risk already.
Look,
I'm like,
already.
I said, "Say no more." So I tell these dudes, I said, "Yeah, we going to Foxwoods, right?" It's mind you, it's nighttime. It's pouring rain. Nobody trying to drive. I said, "Lil, you trying to drive?" He said, "Nah, bro, I ain't trying to drive." He said, Reese
yo, this is crazy. Oh, I'm gonna pause you throughout
Yeah.
this story. All right, I'm gonna pause you along the way, only because just me being a communicator, talking and having a ton of interviews with people, I've heard so many different stories from different people, and I know the things that usually make people turn around.
Right.
And already off rip, you done told me two things that make the average person would have turned around. One, the biggest thing is you're not even 21.
We're not even
man.
21.
They're
Like
turning
you would have
around.
been.
Mind you, hold on. Let me stop you. My fault. From where we at, the casino is an hour away.
An hour away.
That's the number two part I was gonna say. Any other person, I could visualize the argument going on in somebody's room right now with their friends going, "What you talking about? It's an hour drive. We're not even 21.
It's raining.
You gonna make us drive all the way
We
here
got
for no
work the
reason?
next day.
We gonna get turned back around. We not doing this already." But you guys still decided to go.
Yeah, facts.
Okay, continue.
Bet. So Reese said he not trying to drive. So I'm like, me being me, I'm like, man, I'm about to drive. I'm taking my car. My car was a little sketchy at the time. I'm taking it. I don't care. I get in my car. I look to my right.
Number three, his car is sketchy.
My
That's the
car
other
is
reason we
sketchy.
turning back
There was a
around.
problem that night
Is
with
you
the
gonna get
car.
us stuck on the side of the
Exactly.
road?
So look, my car already sketchy as it is. It's tinted down, so we might get stopped along the way. We taking the risk. We dirty. So I looked, but let me get back to when I jumped in my car. So I jumped in the car, looked to the right. I looked down on my passenger seat. It's a puddle of rain, like rain. I'm like, nah. So I got a leak in my car. I just found out I got a leak in my car. So I'm like,
You just found out why you're about to go
Literally
take this,
that day.
this risk.
literally, it's nighttime. There's no like time is ticking.
Oh
on us.
my God.
I just about.
Y'all hear this dude? He saying he's still gonna make
I'm
this
still
trip.
gonna make this
That's
trip.
And he found out he got a leak in
A
this.
leak in my car.
I remember when he called and said it. He was like,
Yeah.
"Yo, is the rainwater getting in?"
Rainwater getting in. I don't know, and it's mind you, it's pouring rain. The rain is not slowing down. So it's probably like 10 p.m. Club probably started. We didn't even know what time the club started. We just know it was a club. We're not even 21. So bang. So I called Led and Reese were together. I'm like, yo, bro, I don't even think I can take my car. And then Led said again, he said, bro, I'm not trying to take my car. So I was like, yo, man, I'm taking an Uber. I don't know about y'all, but I'm taking an Uber. Reese,
Stop playing,
I think
bro.
Reese had either.
You
I don't
did
know,
not take an Uber.
I swear to God, we
Yeah.
took an Uber.
Bro, we took that
then I took
Uber.
a-
Bro, that's like a 70
Yeah, I think Reese had school the next
$80
day or
like
something. No,
one
I took-
way.
From school.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
what.
met y'all
It was something that you really ain't want to go, but I was like, man, I don't know about y'all, but Smooth is in that Uber and hitting that road. They're like,
Dude is
man, I'm
taking
coming
a
too.
Uber. Do y'all hear this dude
So,
right now?
Yeah, look.
That's
I need the
like
listeners,
$90.
bro. Listen, you're already familiar with the story, so you gunning through it because it's your story.
Listen,
but I need you to slow down because you
I
hitting
got you.
stuff that turns the regular person around
That's a
ASAP.
fact.
This is
Like
about
I gotta
taking
go
that risk.
all. Other people would have looked at each one of those things you pointed out to as a sign
to
They
not
shouldn't.
go.
Yeah, exactly.
They would have no cap. They would have been like, "See, I got a leak. That's a sign. I
Right.
shouldn't go." Or, "See, I gotta get in the Uber. It's a sign. I shouldn't go."
Bro, the
Oh,
car was enough to make someone be like, you know what? I have a leak. I can't even focus on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I done hit 3, or I ain't gonna say we done hit like 3-4 roadblocks before we even hit
Exactly.
the road.
All right, so now you in the Uber.
I'm in the, we get to my aunt house, we park up the cars, get the Uber like $60. We like, man, we take it, I don't care.
Yeah,
So we split up the little 60.
and that's one way.
Yeah, that's one
That's
way.
It's not on the way back.
That's 10 p.m. So the price only going up. And we wait in the car, the price gonna go up. So it's like 10. So we get the Uber, so we on the way. It's like an hour trip from where we at. So we finally get it. I ain't gonna lie, the Uber driver, it's pouring rain. Home is flying.
Bro.
I'm like, yo, I'm tapping these dudes like, yo, I don't
had
know
us
about
nervous
them
in there.
I texted later. I'm like, yo. I'm like, yo, tell him to chill out on the wheel, man. It's pouring. I swear to God, it's pouring. I feel it's like gliding a little bit, like sliding, whatever.
No, this is
But
crazy.
that's just on the way. So we finally get there. We get there like 11. So now we walking through the casino. We stopping to ask security guard like, yo, where the club at? Yo, it's in the back way where the artists usually come. Cause we trying to get them our merch. So one security guard told us a bogus story. As he should, he did his job.
We was on feet.
Oh yeah, we was on feet. We walking around outside
The building.
outside the building, trying to find out like what possible way our artists
The
will
whole
typically
casino.
walk into the club. So we just figuring out.
Trying to
figuring
find
out.
side doors.
Wow.
Side doors. We talking to security, everybody like, yo, y'all know we're trying that.
Oh,
Yo,
hold on.
they giving us minimal answers, so we like, all right, bet. So we actually find Shrine. So now we in front of the club. Excuse me, trying to figure out like. Yeah,
So you still outside though?
we still outside.
But you in front of the club
Yeah, we
entrance.
it's a casino though, so we in the casino.
Oh, you're in the
Yeah,
casino
yeah,
at the club entrance.
At the club
Okay.
entrance. So we still trying to figure out like little side doors, this, that, the third.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dang, ain't nothing happening. So it's a waiting game. We be like, all right, bet. We just gonna wait here. See
Are
if
y'all early? Like did the club?
Yeah, now the club
the
don't start
showtime
like
start?
the line. You see the line and everything.
Oh, okay.
Mind you, we got bags in our hands at casino. It's like 11:30 at night, 12.
Swear.
Nobody ain't shopping. So
I am bugging right now.
Yeah, we getting looked at crazy. Like, yo, who these dudes? Like,
Right.
so we got the bag. We just in front of the club, just waiting, sitting.
All three of y'all.
All three of us. So
In the same outfit though. We got the same. Me and him got the same.
Yeah, we got the same
color sweatsuit.
Yeah, same
all
color
that.
sweatsuit, everything. So bang. So next, I see some dude with an MMG jacket on. Shout out Biggie. I think he from New Haven and he from around here somewhere.
Okay.
So I go up to him. I'm like, yo, I kind of recognize him because I went to a concert back in the day.
Yeah.
He was on stage, so I'm like, he might be somebody or somebody. So I went up to him. I'm like, yo, like, you Ross Peoples, this, that, the third. He like, nah, I ain't Ross Peoples. Trying to pay incognito or whatever.
Facts.
But then he was like, who you? I was like, man, my name is Smooth. I'm from Hartford. I'm 8. What was like a dub? I'm 20.
Bro, we was probably like
Nah, we was
19,
20. Nah, we was 20, bro. I was 20.
Uh-huh.
So I'm
Yeah,
like,
we was a dog.
I got merch. I'm trying to get Ross my clothing. He said, all right. Yeah, I am Ross Peoples. So I was like, oh, all right. Yeah, I said, I recognize you.
Home look like lead.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I recognize you. Da da da. He like, yeah. I say, yo, it's any way like Ross with like what doors he coming through? He said he might come through these doors. So, like, I want to say like 15 minutes go by. It's probably like 12:30 at this time. Mind you, we got there at 11, so we already an hour just sitting and waiting.
Yeah, chilling.
So now it's like midnight or 12:30. One of them times, we got our eye on Biggie. Like we locked in. Like, yo, this our way. He's our axis. So Biggie like, yeah, I just wait right here, man. Ross gonna walk through right here. So Biggie get a call, right? He on the phone. I'm like, oh, yo, it might be time. I get the tapping. He do like, it might be time. Man, Biggie walked through some doors. Man, 5 minutes later, I look at Ross IG. Man, these dudes in the club already. I'm like, oh, Biggie done did us dirty.
Oh wow.
So I'm like, it ain't over yet. It ain't over till it's over.
Yeah.
So now we resorting back to brainstorming, thinking like, what's next? So then we don't want to look stupid in front of the club no more. But I ain't gonna lie, don't do that. No matter what, nobody think about y'all. If you got
If you gotta look stupid, look stupid.
look stupid.
Facts.
So we go into the hotel lobby, right? So I'm like, yo, I'm just trying to figure out what to do. These dudes ranking, snoring.
They got jokes.
I think I fell asleep. I ain't gonna lie, I think I fell
I'm like, yo,
asleep.
get up, like, yo, we gotta
He
figure
in the
this out.
casino
What we
really
about
looking
to
like
do?
a little kid.
Bro, I ain't
Like,
gonna lie, cause we was in there like 3-4 hours.
ain't gonna lie,
Everybody in
yeah,
the club,
it's
so we
like-
just like trying to figure out what's about to happen. We know it ain't
And
over
keep in
yet.
mind, it's late.
It's
Yeah.
late, so we
Yeah.
kind of already tired. So.
yeah.
But I'm like, man, I don't know about them, but I gotta figure this out. I'm telling them like, yo, y'all get on Instagram or something, like find who his PR team is, his manager.
Yeah,
da, da, da.
something.
So I get to Googling like who Rick Ross' manager. So I found it. Bang. What's his name? Oh, I forgot his name.
Jeter.
Oh, Jeter K. That's Rick Ross' manager. So I go on his page. It's a contact number. So I text him like, yo, I got merch for Ross. I'm at Foxwood. I'm outside of the club. It'll be a pleasure to get this to him. Da da da. I sent him the pictures, It delivered. I said, oh, this is a real number. So I'm like, all right, we might got something cooking. So then I'm on Ross page and Jeter page, and I sent them to do the same thing. I'm like, yo, spam their comments, like, yo, we got merch in front of the shrine. Right. DM them, comment.
So all y'all ended up DMing.
Yeah, we
manager.
all ended up DMing. We commenting, still nothing. The message delivered, nothing. No red, no nothing. So the club let out now. She like, oh, it's over. That's what the average person like. Oh, it's over.
Yeah,
that's what
I'm like,
thinking.
nah, it ain't over.
But you're still in front of the club. Though.
No, we in the hotel lobby, but you could
see the club people coming out.
You could see the club people coming out. So
yeah.
All right, now we about to go in front of the club. So as we walk into the front of the club, I see Rick Ross artist. His name's Smoke Bolger. He performed for Ross to open up.
Yeah.
So I went up to Smoke. I like, yo, what's going on? You Ross artist? Da da da. He like, yeah, it was good. I said, yo, we from around the way. We got a clothing line. We trying to get Ross this merch, man. You can help us out. So he like, yeah, give it to my security. We about to go up there right now. So he gave it to the security. He went up there.
All of y'all bags?
Yeah, all of the merch. We gave it to Smoke. Security.
And he gave all the bags to the security.
So right. So that goes by. So we like, all right, we kind of did what we did, but we ain't get to Ross.
Yeah.
So
you don't know what's gonna happen to it. If,
exactly.
Security get it, they gonna go home with the drip.
Right. Exactly. So we just put our hope and our faith into them. He did. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to them because they did bring the merch up to them.
They did.
So like what I want to say, I probably say like 10 minutes. So we just straggling from the club. We took an Uber here, so we got no real ride back.
Yeah.
About 3 a.m. at this time.
Wow.
So, but it's like 10 minutes. Like after we gave it to Smoke Peoples, I get a DM back from Ross. It said, "Call me with a number." I said, "Yeah." I said,
"Get the
I
heck
swear to my grandmother's
here.
soul. Rest in peace to my grandmother." I said, "Yo." I said, I said, yo, Ross.
He said, yo.
I said like that.
Hold on.
He said, yo, Ross just hit me. He said, yo, get up.
He won't go away on ASAP.
No,
he just hit me.
Y'all must have laughed right now.
Nah, Smooth like, it's Ricky Rose.
He like this.
They want to joke. No, they joking right now.
Okay.
I ain't say it like that. I was like, yo, Ross really just hit me, but I said it on the low because it was another dude. And I ain't gonna lie, this was kind of greedy on our end, but man, we had to do it.
Yeah.
You gotta be greedy sometimes.
Yeah. You can see it. Somebody else was trying to wait.
It was another dude that was trying to like interfere like what we was trying to do with Big E because he saw that I went into Big E, so he like, yo, I got merch too. So he kind of interfered. So he was still out there. So I went up to my boy, I like, yo, like Ross just did look at this shit. They're like, nah, no way. I said, look. So I called the number. So it's ringing. It answered. I was like, "What's going on? This smooth." He said it was good. And then it was his manager that was actually on the phone, but you hear Ross in the background. He's like, yo, I'm messing with them young boys. Bring them up here. So he said, yo, come to, I ain't gonna say the floor because that's where they typically be. He said, yo, come to this floor and I'm gonna be at the elevator waiting for y'all.
Shit was litty.
So we go up to
Close off the whole floor.
They close up the whole floor. So we go up there, we get off the elevator. First thing we see is Smoke and his entourage. I'm like, oh, it's real. Like, they really up there. So Smoke had, he like, yo, how these dudes get up here? They don't know that. We just got that call. So and they had like, yo, how they get up here? So then his manager Jeter come around the corner like, yo, what's good? Where the bags at for the merch? I said, we gave it to Smoke security. Then he asked Smoke like, where it's at? They gave it to somebody else, but then it ended up getting to Ross. I like, yo, you think we could see Ross? Like, chop it up, get a picture or something? He like, man, I ain't gonna lie, Ross about to go to sleep. So then we like, oh, word, then that's love though. I appreciate it though. So then I'm over here and we ain't leave. So now we chopping up with Smoke because we locked in now. So we chopping up with Smoke. So I see I'm like still in the middle of Rick Ross security and his manager conversation. He said, yo, like the security, like, yo, how all these girls up here, like, how they get up here? And Jeter was like, man, I don't know, these Smoke people. So that's that. But then I overheard it here, like, yo, we got to be out of here by 4 a.m. So I just heard that. I remember that. So I'm like, all right, bet. So then we go downstairs.
Keep in mind the time right now, like 3 a.m.
Like 3 a.m.
Dang.
So now we done did what we did. We got the merch to Raw. So now we go back downstairs and now we trying to find a way back home. It's 3, 4 in the morning. It's like 4 in the morning.
Ubers.
It's like 3:30 in the morning. Ain't no Uber trying to go back to Hartford.
Swear.
So we like, yo, what are we doing? So I ain't gonna lie, we just started snoozing. I ain't fall asleep, but he was gone. I think Les started falling off too, but they know I get the recording when they sleep. So I'm like, so I get the joking. So it's like 4 in the morning at this time. Mind you, I ain't really taking into account of, yo, we got to leave at 4 in the morning to this moment.
Yeah. Right.
So we just chilling in the hotel lobby. You just see one big security guard. I'm like, yo, that's raw security. Then I remember, like, yo, they said they got to be out by 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
So Bong, So like 5 minutes go by, you see 3 dudes. Ross is the last one. We like, oh. So I got these guys like, yo, Ross right there, like Ross right there. So I had a chance to go talk to him. So we get up, but we approached him like in a way like where we not like running to him.
Yeah.
But like in a respectful manner. We're like, yo, Ross, like what's good? We the ones who gave you the clothes. He was like, man, I appreciate it. That's love, man. Y'all youngins keep doing what y'all doing. And then from there, that was history. That's how we met Rick Ross. And from there, like we sent him out merch. He done wore it. Done hit every platform. Yeah. Shade Room, World Star, any one of them type of blogs. Everything. He wore it. And then like he actually wore another one of our tracksuits on his album release day.
Wow.
And he wore it to the Jimmy Fallon show.
Facts.
He got all out. He was recording himself all from when he was in Florida to all the way to New York when he was on the Jimmy Fallon show. That was a big moment for us, and that was a big risk we took. So more of the story, we got at the casino.
Man, that was several big. You talking about that was a big risk? Yeah, y'all took like y'all risked your whole life.
We not 21. We not getting in this club. That's
the car situation.
Yeah, the whole car situation.
The thing is though, we still ain't get back after that.
Yeah, fact. We ain't get back till like 6, 7 in the morning.
Stuck there.
We was stuck.
No Ubers, no nothing.
Yo, but at the end, though, we realized that was worth it.
It was worth it because we built that relationship with him. Like, yo, and now he just wear our clothes off the string. We send him stuff. And then, like I said, man, you take risks, man.
That's a fact.
That's
you never know the outcome.
Wow.
Yes.
We got a lot of stories like that, though. Like, that's one.
I think that was the biggest one.
Do that.
Because, look, we got at the casino at like 10 p.m.
I feel like that's the biggest one because of everything you had to go through first before you even
I think Dirk was crazy, too, though.
Oh, yeah, Dirk was crazy, too.
It's
a whole lot of stuff.
But hold up. I'm going to tell you right now. If Dirk ain't include a car leaking, hour drive, $70 worth of gas both ways.
It wasn't that big.
If it ain't that,
you're right.
This is the story.
Oh, this is the story.
That's the story.
This is the story
for Chasers.
That's a fact.
Like literally, if the Chasers was in the Webster's dictionary, this story should be his definition.
That's a story.
That's a
real
fact,
talk.
If one day when I have a sit down conversation, I promise you, Rick Ross is gonna remember.
That's a fact.
That's crazy.
He looked at us like when we was in the hotel. He looked at us because he like, yo, it's 4 a.m. How do anybody know I'm right here?
He even said that to his security guard. He was like, yo, how did they know?
How did they know? But you
That's
just
crazy,
risk,
bro.
Take that risk, man. We got.
I'm trying to think if I even got a story crazy like that, man.
Yeah,
like,
we got at the casino at like 10 p.m. We ain't leave till like 6 in the morning.
That was crazy.
We not gambling, no nothing. We just
like we literally sitting outside the club next to a slot machine with bags.
Like you're not even 21.
We're not. 21.
We don't even got on the right attire for this club.
We got on sweatsuits. This is a club. They about to go party.
Like people looking at they probably like, yo, what is?
But
I hope y'all young people out there listening. Old people, forget it. Anybody, listen to this because you got young people and old people making excuses for themselves every single day.
There's no excuse.
I can't do that. I can't. Right. I remember growing up, my grandma used to say, boy, don't ever say you can't.
You could.
It was like a curse word in her house. Boy, she hear you say can't, you might as well almost got slapped in your mouth. Like, yo, real
from that day on, Rick, I swear to God, Rick Ross ended up following me on Instagram. He spammed my junk and followed me. He reposted one of our promo videos we did with Bel Air and Wingstop. Everything.
That's crazy.
From that, I feel like from that day, he like, yo, these dudes some hustlers.
Ironically, if you notice that the lower level of this building, the corner building, it's like gutted out. You can see it look like they're doing construction there. It's supposed to be a Wingstop.
Oh, word?
That's funny.
Shout out to Wingstop, man.
Right? That just dawned on me.
Shout out to Rick Ross, man.
Yeah, fact, man. That's big up Rick Ross, man.
Shoot, I might mess around and meet Rick Ross at the opening. You know what I'm saying? I might run down there.
Man, you never
like,
know.
yo, come to the podcast, you know?
Get home his little lemon
That
pepper.
was big, though. I ain't gonna lie, that was big for us.
That's the thing. Like, we can't be afraid of like rejection. We can't be afraid of being no. We can't be afraid of I didn't get the opportunity. You just gotta be ready for that moment. Do it again and keep doing that, man. That's what draws the stuff to you.
Exactly.
Like because you putting in the work.
You had that goal and you just went for it.
That's crazy, man. Like I can't wait till I got a story like y'all.
I ain't gonna lie, that's probably one of the best ones. We got a lot. Like I know today last year we was backstage with Desi Banks. You know Desi Banks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Desi Banks he was doing a comedian like little tour or whatever.
Yeah.
So I commented on his page. I like, yo, I got merch for you. It was a fresh post. He posted like, I don't know, maybe a minute. Like, y'all got merch for you when you get to Hartford, Connecticut. I said, Hartford, Connecticut. He DM'd me right away. He said, yo, I need that merch. I said, let me know when you out here. I'll get it right to you. Da, da, da. So he DM'd me back and forth. I'm like, oh, he really want this merch?
Yeah.
He even sent me what he want. So I'm like, oh, yeah, we got that.
Yeah. We go to bed. I want this.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. I should tell how the merch we gave him, how we got that merch.
What?
Man, this is all real, genuine, everything. So the hoodie he had wanted is one of our signature
Oh, I
hoodies.
remember that.
It's a big hoodie, like everybody want. That's our top seller. So
Is it the one that's on your profile picture on Facebook?
Yeah, that one.
Yo.
Because that's the one I was eyeing. I'm like, yeah, that joint's fire, right?
Yeah, fact, appreciate it. So that's our top
That's
seller.
hilarious.
Yo, this story is for the books. So it's one of my boys. He always copy everything. So I knew he would have had it. So I hit him.
Shout out, Shug, man.
Shout out my boy
One of the biggest
Shug.
supporters for the Chasers.
Fact. So I hit Shug. I was like, yo,
Shug,
Shug, yo,
Shug
you
is
got
shame.
any hoodies you didn't wear? No, nothing.
Yo,
So how does
I need to
that
get
sound
that
from
back
the,
real quick.
in fact, I like, yo, how does it sound from the owner hitting a customer up for a hoodie back?
That's
So I'm
a
like, yo, you
fact.
got any hoodies you didn't wear?
Yo,
He said, yo,
that's-
I got this one olive green I was just about to wear. I got a fit. I said, bro, whatever you want. It's the next free one on me, 2 free ones on me. I need that hoodie.
I need that now.
Shug, like, I got you. So we got the hoodie from Shug. We got the whole sweatshirt from Shug. We gave
Shout
him
out
the
to
Leslie
Shug,
Shout
yo.
out my boy
Shout out
Shug.
Shug, man.
Team player, man. That's like the fourth
That's what you
chaser,
gotta be.
man.
He gotta be an honorary chaser.
Yeah,
like,
fact.
Yo,
That's like the
Shug
fourth
locked in.
chaser.
He got like everything we ever
Everything.
dropped.
Yeah.
I
That's
call.
why
I
I buy
FaceTime Shug right now.
everything,
Yo,
bro.
show me a closet. Chasers.
Swear.
That's my.
what's up,
That's
man.
love though. That's love.
That's mad
And Shug
love.
don't ask for no discounts.
Nothing. He
That-
paid full price.
Yo,
Full price.
to me, those are like that's the biggest like misconception for people that see themselves as like whether they're your family or your
Right.
friends or supporters, and like you can't have the idea that because you family or support or like close friends that means you get a discount. In my mind, that means
You support harder.
you support harder. Exactly.
Right.
Like you know what I mean. Like the biggest supporters have been like family or friends of mine that just if I got like merch or whatever, just put money in my hand and they don't even want the merch. They're like, no, take that with you on the show. So you
Yeah.
can set it. You know what I mean? Like just to help you here's some bread to get you some more merch.
Fact. That's how it should be. You would think it'll go like that.
If you really like if you family or you
Right.
thinking like that, like
Yeah.
so that's a really like dope thing to have those people that's in y'all circle, man.
Yeah,
like
listen, I ain't gonna lie. 8 times out of 10 minutes, stay away from family business. Stay
But look
away
at-
from family.
but that's the same
business,
thought
man.
that I would have had, like thinking of you guys as close friends. It's like it's people that known each other for so long because of that. It's
Yeah.
been the thing that messed them up
Right.
because it's like, I know you like this, whatever, just that personality bullcrap.
Yeah.
And it's got to be the thing how you said it earlier. If they don't got those 3 things, hey, they might be good
Yeah.
as just a friend,
Yeah,
like
not
right
for
here,
this
but
business,
we can't do business.
And
together.
then as a friend, you gotta respect that. Like, man, this is business.
Exactly. You can't be mad at that. Like, ain't
Yeah,
no
for
love
sure.
lost. I'm not saying
Ain't
like
no
we
love
can't
lost.
get up and play ball. We can't
Yeah,
go.
right.
We just can't
We can't do business.
do this
Right.
bread like
Nah,
thing.
that's
Like
a
we
fact.
can't build something.
Yeah,
Like,
for real.
but appreciate you fellas for coming through while we wound down to the end of the
sir.
show, man. and
Appreciate
wrap
you for
up.
having us,
Having
man.
you, bro.
Yo,
From Hartford to New Haven, man, we going global, man.
yo, look, they the chick. Look, these is chasers for real, y'all.
Chasing.
Right?
We not playing no games. We just
real.
warming up. I swear to God.
The funny
crazy.
thing is, when we leave here, we might have another story in the making.
Oh yeah, we going to New York.
For real. When we leave here,
Yo, keep doing it, man.
We going
keep
to New
doing
York.
it.
My
bro.
boy literally just sent us the flyer today. It's, we about to go try to get G Herbo some merch.
and we bought them tickets ASAP. That's
Yeah,
what I was
tickets
doing when
ASAP.
we was outside talking
Yeah.
to you.
So
That's
we about to go to
fire.
New York. We got no connections but besides these general admission tickets.
We
Got no
going.
inside
That's it.
connections, and we just gonna try to do what we do, and we gonna do what we do. Ain't no try. We gonna do what we
Yo,
do.
Don't do it, man.
Keep doing.
We don't know
it.
the outcome of what it's gonna be, but
It's
listen,
the
we
same.
gonna
Yo,
take that risk.
It's how I made it on stages and platforms that I've been blessed to do and touch, man. It's not being afraid to like speak to somebody, not being afraid of
Right.
like hearing no.
Yeah,
Don't let that scare you, man.
let that
Just
scare you. If there's a way,
for
there's
it.
a will.
go for it. Go for it. So on the Free Lunch podcast, we end every show with something that's edifying for the soul, for the listeners to like walk away with. If I'll let you go. I'll let you go, Lid. Lid, if it's one thing you want the people listening to walk away from this episode, knowing, listening, hearing, what's the message you want them to take away?
I feel like this is what I'm about to say is the perfect thing, especially coming from us. And this is something that I even had to learn from these two. It's like, if you got something that you believe in, that you really want to do, take that risk. You need to take that risk, and you need to put in the effort. And you, like you said, you got to look at all the good things, all the good outcomes, and don't look at the bad ones. But most of all, you need to take that risk.
Yo, every episode, this is out of all of we in season 3. Out of all the combined episodes, we have we've launched 64 episodes so far. Not
Congrats on
one
that, too.
episode title has the guest name. Not none. It's just the model that I use. I don't put the guest name. It's in the description.
Mm-hmm.
This just might be the first episode ever that the title just makes sense. It has to be Chasers.
Gotta be the Chasers.
Jesus,
got
that's
it.
fire.
That's
Because it means so much.
Yeah,
Like it's
on all levels.
on all levels. Like, and the story is like breathtaking. Like, and you guys, one thing a word of caution for you guys would be never get so comfortable and used to that story that you fail to realize, Smooth, how crazy impactful that story is. Like, because when it's your story, you could just get so used
like
to
regular.
it. It's just regular to you.
That's a fact.
Never lose sight of that, bro. Like, when somebody who's never heard that story or never had that
You
experience,
probably could touch them on levels I don't even know.
you like,
Yeah, that's crazy. You
even
say
me
that.
myself, bro, like, and I've been around literally the world, bro. Like, your story is hitting me on a level where I'm like, yo, I'm gonna circle back around to some old ideas I had where it's like I let what could be no or what could be the hurdle stop me. And it's like, yo, listen to these dudes, man. Like, these young boys out here, what you just said, like, sometimes it takes a younger generation or people who you're not used to hearing certain things from say it and tell you their story to, like, hit you just the right way.
Yeah, no, that's major, man. And,
Yo, so thank you, bro.
and that's why I ain't gonna lie, like, I move and we all move a certain way because we got people out here that really look up to us and we really inspire people.
That's fire.
So we can't BS around, be doing goofy stuff. Like,
Nah, man.
it's really people in my DM day to day, like, yo, I really see you grinding, man. Keep grinding. I'm looking up to you, motivation,
grinding.
and that touched me on a different level. Like, that's another fuel to my fire to keep me going. Like,
Yeah.
my message is getting across, like, what I'm really trying to do, like, the youth and change the whole narrative.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
working, and
Being somebody that people
we
could look
doing
up to.
something right. Yeah, literally something that somebody could look up to, like real life inspiration.
Yo.
For me to be somebody's inspiration, man, that touched me on a different level. So I
Sure.
appreciate
That's
it.
fire.
Thank you, man. That hit me in the
That's
heart.
different.
No college educated
No
dude,
college,
like, yo,
no
I'm just a
nothing.
dude from
High
round the
school
way.
that got counted out, man. They ain't want to see me graduate, no nothing. Reese firsthand. Teachers telling Reese to get away from me. Yo, he's a bad influence.
no.
The story get deep. Like, it's real. Like,
Get away
I
from him.
get away
Nah,
from
for
him.
real.
They
Now
really
they
trying
about
to
to build an
separate us.
empire with him.
Yeah.
They was really trying to
Exactly.
separate us. Like, nah,
That's
you
crazy.
can't roll with
Yeah,
him. I'm
you
like,
can't
what?
roll
This
him,
my
like,
brother.
exactly.
What you talking
So,
about?
like, yeah, this
Yeah,
get real, like,
regardless.
man.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yo,
So, man, big
again,
Chasers, man. Big free lunch, man.
the
I appreciate
Chasers.
you for having us up
yeah.
here.
This was
Smooth,
fire.
Reese,
Fire.
Lid. Free lunch, y'all. Free food for your soul. Peace.